So this basically is my thoughts on who is the superior Spider-Man. Yes, now, first off, I knew about this long before before issue 700 came out of Amazing Spider-Man. Granted, that's not a book I read anymore. Not because I hate the writer, it's just, again, because of money, but thanks to some information a month earlier from Sickrick Joseph, the information was leaked, and yes, I know a lot of people do know the identity of the superior Spider-Man, but I kept that information. I decided not to talk about it early because on the grounds of not a lot of people who wanted to read, the spoilers. I wanted to keep that and wait until the issue officially came out, and then I would give my thoughts on the identity of the superior Spider-Man. If you still don't want to know, or if you haven't looked it up or not read the issue yet, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't watch, and please, anyone who is watching, please don't comment below, mention, the identity. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read the book yet, the comic yet, So I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds to to leave the video. Okay, so if you're still here, I'm guessing you want to know the identity of the superior Spider-Man and what are my thoughts on it. It's Otto Octavius. It is Otto Octavius in Peter's body. Now, what do I think of this? Am I angry? No, I haven't been reading Spider-Man. Now, thanks to my good friends Mount Vernon Kid, Blue Goblin, and Tori GNR1, they've been reading the book and keeping me updated on all of this. Now, yes, a lot of things Dan Slott has done has been not very good, or there has been, like, Spider Island. I enjoyed reading Spider Island, but it just feels like he's very hit and miss. And he has done good, don't get me wrong, and I didn't like hearing about that people were sending death threats to Dan Slott over this. It's a comic book. God. Now, the whole thing of Otto being in Peter's body, and the story of it is that Peter, when the whole body switching thing happened, Peter dies in Otto's body, but he does download all of his memories of being Peter Parker and gives them to Otto. And Otto decides, you know what, I'm going to be the new superior Spider-Man. Yeah. I'm not angry about this at all, but do I like this idea? I don't care. I just don't care, because the thing is, I know this isn't going to last long. That is the main point. With one thing with comics, especially in this day and age with the comic book industry, something like this, like Peter Parker dying and Otto taking over his body, it's not going to be forever. It's not going to be a lasting thing. I'll give this a year and a half at best. I mean, it might even be less than that with this whole superior Spider-Man. So that's kind of the thing with it, is that this isn't in my opinion, this isn't going to last. Like the whole death of Bruce Wayne during the quote-unquote death of Bruce Wayne in Batman R.I.P. in Final Crisis, and how long Dick Grayson was Batman. Now, I liked Dick Grayson when he was Batman, and then, of course, they brought Bruce back, and then we got Batman Incorporated, and that was all cool. And with this, it's the same thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure Dan Slott has, or someone else along the way, has thought of an idea that Otto, Peter's going to find a way back in his own body or some other way, and Otto's going to have a new body or his old body back or something like that. And that's the thing. This isn't really a big thing. Will I be reading Superior Spider-Man? No, because 1, I don't have enough money. 2, the idea just doesn't appeal to me. And yes, as most of you would know, Dr. Octopus is my favorite Spider-Man villain. You'd think I'd be very happy with this, my favorite villain getting technically getting his own ongoing, even though he's in his enemy's body. Yeah, okay. I don't. It's just an unappealing idea to me. And however, if you want to go out and read it, that's totally fine. Do what you will. I bear no ill will against you. In fact, go ahead. It's just me personally, I just don't want to read it. Now, if you want to read it or are really interested in the idea, that's cool. That's cool. No ill will. I've always said, let it be. Let the if you want to read it, that's cool. No problem with you. I'm not gonna go on to your channel and, you know, tell you, oh, you like Superior Spider-Man, I hate you. No, it's not like that. Just, yeah, me personally, I'm just not interested in the idea because, like I've said, it's not gonna last long. Or, you know, it may last 6 months, it may last a year, it may be even a year and a half, but this doesn't mean it's gonna stick, especially, you know, technically, since, you know, we're only a few weeks away from the end of this year, and then next year, I'm just going to count next year, depending on how many people see this video in the year 2013. Yeah, next year we're getting Amazing Spider-Man 2, so you know they're going to have Peter back, and Marvel, you know, trying to be in link with the movies, you know, try to stay with the movie stuff. They're going to bring Peter back by that. They may, or earlier, they may bring him back in when it's close to Amazing Spider-Man 2 and pimp out Electro while they're at it. Who knows? But anyway, that's pretty much all my thoughts on this. You guys tell me, what do you think of this? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you interested to read the new Superior Spider-Man comic? And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for me. Later.